welcome to today's edition of Fun with Framing with your favorite framer, Stefano. Hey, Steph.
Hi.
So today we're going to talk sports memorabilia.
Yeah.
So
I have two small examples here. I've done many more, but I don't have the space to hang huge jerseys. So this is, I actually borrowed this one from a friend of mine, and this is what I had in the gallery. If you've seen some other videos, you can see this golf one, where I actually pinned the golf ball to the tee. So even if you move it, it ain't going anywhere.
So to commemorate a hole-in-one or a really excellent golf game.
Yeah. So this gentleman is actually a golf pro from a golf course that's not far from here, and this was actually a hole-in-one he did. And I asked him if I could borrow his ball and drill a hole in it, and there you go. I drilled a hole in the ball and the pin. I put a metal pin in between, and even if you flip it upside down or move it, it's not going anywhere.
Fabulous. So an amazing way to commemorate a life moment in golf with the framing of this hole-in-one. So one of the many different ideas.
Well, I wanted to do something different. Usually the balls are, the mat is, there's a circle that's cut into the mat and the ball is just stuck into it. And you only see half of the ball. And I wanted to see the whole ball. And so I thought of doing it this way.
Perfect. Now, we've seen many people, many different areas that'll frame sports jerseys, hockey jerseys, football jerseys. We really came up with a different type of montage for this one. So talk to us a little bit about this.
Well, what happened
was
that, the client didn't want the typical, framed jersey that's like this big and huge, They wanted something a little more compact with some photos in it. And so we came up with this setup, and he absolutely loves it.
And what's really special about this montage is the Greenfield Park hockey team doesn't exist anymore. This was the last year that the team existed. So we really get to see the evolution of the child during the different levels of hockey, with the medal, with the photos. And as you know, we're always conservation, preservation.
Yeah.
So this is something that can be completely undone.
It can be completely undone. The background mat is all pH neutral. The glass is it's
Conservation clear.
Conservation. Sorry. So everything, even the board that's in the jersey, is pH neutral. So nothing that comes in contact with this piece is not of museum quality.
So again, we are concentrated on
Conservation,
preservation. Everything that we do can be undone. And when you bring something to Le Balcon d'Art and Stefano does it for you, it's made to last for generations to come because everything is museum quality.
Well, usually even the standard jersey framing, most people that do jerseys, especially those that do a lot of them, they usually use pins. So you just pin the jersey. And I don't like that because if you ever move it in a certain way, the pins come loose and then the jersey starts falling apart in the frame and you have to reframe it. So what I do is I literally stitch the jersey to the actual, through the board itself. And so no matter what you do, even if you drop it, the jersey's gonna stay right where it is. The glass might break, but the jersey is gonna stay exactly where it is and nothing's gonna happen to the jersey.
And we're going to show pictures after we're finished talking of Dan Marino that you did, which was really special. Talk to us about that one, please, Stefano.
That one, the client, she wanted to be able to see the jersey on both sides. So she said, you just put it between two glasses, and no. You never put something squashed between two pieces of glass, because with humidity, that item will stick to the glass. And then you can no longer take it apart without damaging it. So you never put glass directly on your piece. And she wanted it to just float there. So, there's no way you're gonna have to glue it. It's just gonna look horrible. So what I did is I put on one side of the frame, I actually took 2 frames, and I glued the frames together, but the jersey was in between with 2 pieces of glass, one on each side. Actually, on one side, on the front, it was glass. On the back, it was acrylic. And so what I did is, in order to stitch the jersey, I actually drilled tiny little holes the size of the actual needles that I was using, and I stitched the jersey to the actual piece of acrylic. So even though the piece of acrylic came into contact with the jersey, it's not squashed onto it. It's just kind of floating onto it. And so that's how I was able to make it look like it was just floating there, but it was actually stitched through the acrylic sheet.
Another really cool montage you did was the cowboy jacket of a little boy that was found in the attic.
Well, the leather,
40 years later.
The thing about leather is that it's not something that lasts forever. It degrades, it falls apart, and that's a natural process because it's something organic. So leather gets very brittle, and it literally starts crumbling to pieces after a while. So in order to be able to stitch it, that was very difficult because every stitch I took, I actually had to stitch through seams and not through the actual leather itself, because the seams, they're made out of cotton thread. So I was literally stitching through the cotton thread and not the actual leather, and that was actually more resistant than the leather itself. The leather, if I tried putting a needle through it, it would just tear. So I actually stitched through all the seams that I could find, and where there's cotton threads that hold the seams together.
And another really cool project you did was a jersey of Guy Lafleur, which we had the honor of doing just before he passed away.
That was, a bit more of a standard, type jersey setup. But even there, I stitched the jersey, and it was just a regular.
It was a gorgeous project.
I could go really crazy. I have really crazy ideas. It's just there's a limit to how much the client is willing to pay. There's some clients that say, I want you to do something crazy, whatever, just unscrew the top of your head and just let the marbles fall out.
So we invite you to come and see Stefano for all of your sports memorabilia needs, be it golf, hockey, cycling, football.
If it's a jersey, I can frame it.
Sports memorabilia, even just regular medals.
Yeah,
We've done.
This is a military medal, but I love doing stuff that's really different, that hasn't been done before, and so I like to see the medal right on the person that actually got the medal. And an athlete would be really cool. Maybe wearing the actual jersey and with a photo of him with the medal on it. It's, sky's the limit. It's just how far you're willing to go.
All right, so please do remember to like and subscribe and come see us for all of your framing projects. See you soon.
Take care.